folks, thanks for joining me, and welcome to my next episode of Let's Play Minecraft Resonant Rise. Lots of things have happened. We've had a little bit of a rocky relationship with Ars Magica over the last few days as their releases have gotten things and broken things and added cool new things and then broke in spectacular ways. The server's been a little up and down, but we have a new server, a server that is much less laggy and much less expensive for me, which is a nice bit. And I've also done a bit of work off camera. As you can see behind my back there, there's no longer a giant snarl of exposed wiring. Let me show you what I've been up to. Let's head on inside. We've also got a new build that doesn't have that annoying overlay in the upper left that some of you noticed last time. And let's see, let's go down here and I can show you, first of all, I cut off the power because I was making, my farm was doing so well. So you can see here that we've actually got the infinite tubes running down. You can see that little hatch. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. See the little hatch running up there? Hear the gentle hum of our hydrogens. And so the infinite tube runs down here, takes its power, does the transfer just like before, and then one of the tubes in the channel in the teleposers runs up here to our input chest for our AE system. So while I was busy working on the mod pack, for days at a time, we've been quietly assembling rubber. Look at that, 7,455 rubber and 1,452 rubber tree saplings. We basically overflowed, and another 8,000 logs. I went and added another cell to my system because things are getting a bit ridiculous, but you can see that one of these cells, the cell that picked up those things, is totally full, and we're working on filling up another one. We've got to do something about that. And I did not. One of the things we've done is decrease the maximum free chunk loader size. What that means is that for the chicken chunks, chunk loaders, people get at most 9 chunks to load, which is not many, but it's actually a lot if you use it carefully and use the spot loaders. I can use more because I'm an op, but I am one of the only people who gets to, Way and I. But we've added dimensional anchors, another Imobis mod that's awesome, that makes chunk loaders that are unlimited, but they require fuel to keep running. So we'll see if people take up the torch of that, but that seems like a nice compromise for the server. Anyways, I've got a couple things I'd like to do this episode. I would like to get this sorted so I can turn back on my farm. I have all the rubber I'll ever need, but why not just keep making rubber forever? And I have a few ideas about how to fix that. I'd actually like to set up a processing rig down here that uses all this power that we have, maybe even some of this lava to good use, taking care of a little problem called overage. What we'd like to do is have it so that we could have all the rubber we'd ever want, but some of it will automatically be processed in rubber bars. Some of it will automatically be processed into raw plastic. Some of it will automatically be processed into plastic sheets. What we really want is lots of rubber bars and lots of plastic sheets. Those are the only two really useful outputs, except for a few recipes here and there that use raw plastic that we don't have to worry too much about. So, the other thing I'd like to do is start farming more stuff. This farm is obviously a bang-up success. I'd like to start farming other things because these Mine Factory Loaded farms work on basically everything. It's really cool that way. And we don't need to have huge farms. We just need to have farms that are on all the time. Now, before I can do that, though, I realized I have a little bit of a quandary. You look, I have 23 iron left. 23 iron. I have lots of other resources. I have gold. I have more gold. I have copper. I have silver. Let me get that off there. I have everything but iron because you saw I've been using it so hard. I'm also down to a mere 16 certus quartz, which, while I could keep building, it does make me a little nervous to be so close to out of that stuff. And I'd like to start importing auto-crafting patterns for things I craft a lot. Obviously, I can't do that when I'm so low on certus quartz because every single pattern you import into the auto-crafter costs a quartz crystal. Yeah, no fun. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to maybe grab a backpack. I actually think I need to do some mining, and I'm not going to do that on camera too much, but I did promise last episode that I was going to work on something interesting. So what I'd like to do is get a division sigil out of my inventory. I wonder if people realize what I've been doing. I've had some people ask about this, and I've been kind of keeping it on the down low, and I think I have an enchanting table? I don't. Okay, well, we'll have to make one of those. I really don't have one. Okay, let's do this. So this division signal is part of Extra Utilities, which is a really cool mod that has just tons of stuff, and all of it is stuff you want. So you should be using this mod. Uh-oh. I'm one short. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Well, it's not really cheating. I'm gonna go grab a little bit of wood. I actually don't have any offhand, I think. And I'm going to, let's see, where can I get some wood that works with this? Aha! Let's see, this tree. Tree capitated. Haha, it's so awesome. Okay, we're good for now. Let's get back inside before things get out of control. Witches! Still haven't really dealt with my witch problem. People tell me to build a railgun. I might do that soon. I'll try to do it on camera if I do. It's just, you know, I kind of want... It doesn't really solve the problem of just being poisoned is the worst status effect ever. Anyways, let's see if we can do this here. Turn that on. Minium stone. Let's see, I think it's like... And then half here. And then we go like this. Yeah, so let's just make all that into obsidian. Okay. Let's toss one here. And toss the rest in. Now we have an enchanting table. So I hope I don't already have one. I already have one. That's awesome. Well, you know what? Decadence. Decadence. That's funny that I just made one. All right. So I'm told that if I take this and use the activation ritual, then it will turn it on and let me make something that I need, which is namely unstable ingots. But I don't know what the activation ritual is, and I'm told it's something kind of spectacular. So let's see, right-click. Altar doesn't have a resonant circle. Altar cannot see the moon. Altar has sufficient natural earth. Altar is in darkness, and the time is right. Okay, so let's get this upstairs. And we need redstone, it says. I think I seem to be surrounded by a circle of redstone. Maybe I should put some dramatic music on, like some sufficiently evil music that I don't have copyright to. Let's do that. Let's get some music. You know, I want it to be like dramatic. I want it to be scary. I want you to know that something wicked and vile sorcery is taking place here. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Let me out. Wicked and vile sorcery coming through. Let's see if we can do this from right here. I honestly don't know what the activation ritual is. I really don't want to know. Like, I know this is available. I kind of don't want to know it. Because I'm told this is spectacular and humorous and difficult to deal with. Shift, right click. At midnight. The hell? Okay. Altar is a resonant circle. Altar and circle placed on dirt. Altar can see the moon. Altar sufficient. Altar must not be lit by outside sources. Okay, so what I need to do is find a spot to do this that can see the moon. So I obviously have missed my chance to do this, but I can set this up so that tomorrow, well, Minecraft tomorrow, I can get this done. Maybe I'll just ask them if I can accelerate the time and abuse my op powers. No, I got plenty to do. We have plenty to do. Oh, witches, no, go away. Go away. Don't want to see you. I can't see you. I need some dirt. I need a place to go that is not totally infested with witches. Oh, you know what? Up there looks good. Ooh. Look, I'm desperate for iron, and what do I find? Iron! Get out of here, chicken. So it's all in all, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's been a bunch of other people who've started doing Resonance Rise Let's Plays, and you should totally check them out. I'll be linking them. You know, we'll do it up here. This will be cool. This will be cool, right? But yeah, you should totally check them out and start doing stuff with them and watching them and liking and subscribing as much as you have me, which I appreciate every single like and subscribe I get. Although I haven't gotten that many, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things. So we'll see if my recommendations are helpful at all. But Lambert, Feed the Beast Forumite, and another person approached me, and I talked to them a few times before, and they were very excited. So in addition to Wei and I, there are other people doing Resonant Rise mod packs, and in fact, I actually have requests for a lot of people to do it. And if you do ask and I say no, it's not because like I hate you or I'm trying to be a jerk, but it's because like there's only so far we can go and still call this a testing mod pack, right? Like people who I think can help me with the testing effort, I'm happy to do that. But okay, we're good there. So we'll have to wait. I'm going to set a waypoint. Anyways, it's not me trying to be malicious. It's not me trying to be a jerk. I do need to start going after permissions. I haven't done it yet because I've been working on the mod pack and the new server, and stuff in real life has been really exciting. but you know, I need to do it. I know a lot of people want to play it, especially now that all the screenshots have been coming out of weird stuff going on in Resonant Rise, and all these bug reports for stuff that's obviously very weird and aggressive builds has been coming out for Resonant Rise. So no, we're not trying to be deliberately exclusive. We're not trying to exclude people. And there's a Google Plus group if you'd like to join and talk, and you can actually use the config pack and although it's a lot of work, you can reconstruct the mod pack on your own, and that's perfectly legit. And I will keep the mod packs or the config packs up to date every time we have a reasonable build. Okay, so we need to wait a while. In the meantime, I'm going to drop the iron that I got here. I think the iron gravel, yeah, it should end up in I configured it right, so it should end up in my miner's backpack. Yay, look at that. I actually know what I'm doing. It's almost like I have configured this mod pack. Okay, so let's get that in there, and we'll get this in there. Get some more. We have tons and tons of Vintium dust now. It's fantastic. I can't wait till I get to use it, but, you know, I don't get to use it until I get to use it. Oh, it's so nice to see all these machines working at full speed. This new server is just fantastic. It costs less. It's like 5 times faster than the old server. Everything about it is great. A user pointed me out to a really awesome hosting service, and so I really thank them for that. I don't really have permission to say their name, so I'm going to avoid naming them. But I don't want them to get any hassles or anything. But, you know, it's fantastic. Okay, so that's going in. What should we do now? What should we do now? Well, I think that maybe what we should do is put this away, eat some of my 5 stars out of 3 berry medley. Who am I kidding? It's 6 stars out of 3, right? Why would you stop at a mere 5 stars? If you knew that you could pass the limit of 3 stars, you should just keep going. Toss these barley seeds in there. You know, that's what we should do, is check out. Let's check out how expensive more planters are. I forget. Because what we'd like to do, I'll show you a trick. You can actually make Mine Factory Loaded farms much cheaper by stacking up on one machine or another with upgrades. So let's see, planter. That's this guy. How expensive are you? Do you cost a lot of iron? Well, you cost at least 2. You cost 6 iron. And some gold and some glass. How are we doing for glass? We're doing great on glass. I learned my lesson last time and got more. Although hardened glass is becoming a bit of a problem. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a moment here, and I'm going to train the system with a few of our AE crystals, or a few of our remaining certus quartz crystals, to learn some of these common things. I also think I need to cook up some, I don't think I have much in the way of brick. No, I have nether brick. I have all the nether brick. But I don't have, I think I have clay too. I just need to cook it. So I'm going to cook up some clay, and I'm going to make some circuits. I'll show you guys how to do it in just a sec. Just let me go ahead and craft some of the basic pieces. Okay, be right back. Okay, got my clay cooking. You can see I'm on my second stack. And I've gone and made a couple things. I had to get creative about where I would get my iron from. Specifically, I sort of used the minium stone to down convert a diamond into a stack of iron, which was helpful, but not really sustainable. And people are like, oh, why don't you use an Ars fabricator to make your metal? And I say, oh, they cause server crashes, and they're really difficult to work with right now. So, yeah. Anyways, first thing we're going to do is we're going to teach the system how to build its own components. So one of the things you do is you have to make to teach the system auto crafting. You have to make a lot of these blank patterns and then teach them in this system how to go about crafting them. So as you can see, I'm just making a few simple things here, just a couple simple adjustments. We go tick, tick. Now you see that teaches it to make a blank pattern. I toss this in here and I encode it. Ta-da! We have ME encoded pattern. Now when I take this, I walk over here, right click it, and I can just toss it in. Now I have an ME coded pattern, and if I hold down, let's see, yeah, I guess that doesn't work with this one. I wonder why. You're supposed to be able to hold down shift and see. Oh wait, no, you hold down shift and it does look like what it's supposed to be. Anyways, now if I only made one of those, but if I head back over here and I were to say blank pattern, right? I would look and it says craft. And if I were to just click it, let's make 2, because we need 2 things in particular. And we have 1, 2. Ta-da! And you see that happened at about the speed that AE could figure out how to do it. We can increase that speed by increasing the volume of that hellaciously expensive multi-block. Don't worry about it. We won't go there just yet. Anyways, what we'd like to do is grab a, I guess, a piece of gold, right? And I think we have the glass we need too, and the iron. Because the next thing we'd like to teach it, we have the redstone. We do have redstone, and we have iron. We need wood. Can I just have some wood, please? Wow, I actually did have a bunch of wood. I really have no planks. That's kind of funny. So let's take a look over here. We just need to take this guy, plank him up. And I know I've never built a sawmill. I just never feel compelled to do it. It doesn't. I understand it's important, but you know, it's one of those things. Okay, so here's what we'd like to do. Oh, we're lacking cobble. We need cobble. That's okay. We have all the cobble we need, and then some. And in fact, I have a build in mind for a smooth, or I guess a blackstone and whitestone brick factory. I think I can do it in a way that's like perfectly sustainable. I'm kind of excited about the idea. Maybe we'll even get to that this episode. We should watch the time. We don't want to miss our opportunity. So let's go like this. Let's toss this one in here. And let's see. What does a machine frame look like? I wonder if I can even transfer it in. Frame. Yeah, machine frame. So it's glass and then iron in the corners. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why that's saying iron ingot. That's obviously, oh, okay. This goes, wait, no, this goes in the center. And on the outside we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. Encode, machine frame. Let's also teach it to make pistons really quick. So, pistons, we'll go, what is it, like this? I always have to kind of think hard about the piston recipe. Deet, deet. That's not really what I want there, is it? I like how it doesn't update. We got, and then we just put wood in the top, as I recall. So we made the wood. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Yeah, let's toss that in there. Pistons are always a pain to craft. Okay, so there we go. We can now provide these patterns to our crafting system as well. Okay, yeah. And while we're at it, one thing I should watch. I need to know what time midnight is, so I need to do a clock. Should be cheap enough. Should be able to do that right off the bat. Looks like we're getting slowly closer to the end of the day. All right, that's enough futzing around there, I think. Let's toss this back in, this back in, this back in, this back in, this back in. Now, let's just keep at this until we get closer to midnight, because we obviously want to be ready for midnight. So let's keep that there. Midnight, I am watching for you. Okay. So, all this was in service, of course, of making planters. So let's take a look. Let's think. We'd like to do at least, let's say at least 3 more farms. So let's look at making planters. We don't have any in stock, of course. Planter. Planeteer, like Captain Planet. Anybody else watch that? Am I so old that, What? There's a witch in here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Oh my... Ah! You know what, witch? This is outrageous. This is unprecedented. This is unconscionable. Ugh. Is there, like... Did someone break a light in here? You know, I feel like someone might have broken a light in here. F7. Now let's look around. Oh, poison. So, yeah, there were 2 lights in here. I put them in here on purpose because I was worried about this, and now they're gone. You know what? This is the second time someone has definitely pranked my house by breaking lights, and I don't know who it is, and if I knew, I would blow up their house. I blow up their house, and you know what? I can do that because I own the server, and I can just blow up houses with impunity. Well, I can't really if I want the server to be awesome. But I probably want to think about some security for these pranksters. Okay, well, Let's work on machine frames for now. We'd like Yois is asking about extra utils replacing infinitubes, and he's sort of right. It's very, very awesome, but not for specific uses. So, and we'll talk about those soon. It'll become meaningful. Anyways, where were we? Oh yes, planters. We actually want to do is look at this. Yes, and we'd like to make 3 of these. Well, I guess we made 4. Cool. Cool story. So, is that all we need for this? We need these too, huh? We need at least 3 of these. Toss in 4, just because we can. Alright, and then I think we can go like this. Well, so we need 1. Begin. Okay, and then we need a piston. And we need 6 of these. Okay. Huh. Did I run out of something important? Oh, you know what I bet I'm out of? I don't have a crafting monitor, so I can't see it, but I bet you know what I'm out of. What I need to do is walk over here, grab some wood. Yeah, look at that. We're down to almost none. So let's just be wasteful. Toss that in. Da -da -da -da. I am a human log mill. Or sawmill, I guess, is the proper term. Oh, look, we're getting close to midnight. Okay, we're going to need to sacrifice. Let's cue the scary music. Okay, safari. So I knew I have a safari net. Have you seen these things? They're super cool. They're made, they're part of, no, I actually want this. They're part of Mind Factory Reloaded. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Now let's get the division signal on my hotbar. Go, go, go. We gotta hurry. It's a good thing I noticed that, huh? Oh, let me out. Here. Fly. Fly. Can I fly? I hear the noise. There we go. Ritual site. I'm coming for you. So when I right-click this, I'll show you how these work later on because I'll need to make more. But when I right-click this, it will immediately make a cow. So let's quickly swap on the hotbar. This. Oh, wait, no. This for this, and this for this. Because I'm told that this is going to get hairy. Okay. So shift right-click. Sacrifice must be at midnight. Okay, midnight, midnight. We'll just wait here, anticipate, and hopefully no creepers. Creeper right there. Well, fantastic, right? That's just great. Too early. God dang, I hate creepers. I don't really want to deal with them right now. If only there was some ranged way I could do this, huh? Oh. Stay away, creeper. You don't notice me. Come on. Look, it's midnight. My clock says midnight. My clock says midnight. Just made it at midnight, precisely. Like, I wonder what that even means. But it's a new moon even. Oh, perfect. Perfect. You know, where'd the creeper go? Let's hopefully just despawn. Alright guys, perform the sacrifice. Altars in darkness. What the hell? Oh, is it just this thing? Gotta hurry. No. Oh, my apology, frame rate's really... What light sources? Oh, do I kill it? I don't understand. I don't understand at all what just happened. So, this is a big bummer. I'm going to go and check what's up and see if I can fix this problem. I'll be right back. Okay, the time is right. Let's do this. Use this chicken that I just made, and then die. Whoa! Look at this! Look at this. Oh snap. Oh snap. Here we go. So we've made the ground cursed. So the problem I was having, by the way, is that my sword lights things on fire. And that's not conducive. Oh boy. This is not good. This is not good at all. How am I going to deal with this? I'm just going to have to break all this cursed terrain. Huh? Oh god, it's really tough to break. Okay, you know what? We're just going to leave that alone for a while. I'll figure out a way to deal with that. Possibly I'll just build a nuke. Or something like that. I could maybe even use that. I could set up like a mob farm there, huh? I bet you it doesn't spawn during the day. Oh, hello, angry zombie. Let's deal with you. Ow. Yeah. You don't like Witch Hunter either. Man, those things are ferocious. Anyways, so, that horrifying ritual up there netted us a result. And that result is that we have now a activated division sigil. Number of uses remaining 256. We divided by diamond, as they say. So, what can we do with that? Well, we can mine in a way that's not terrible. Let me show you. So, I'm going to be really careful here. You're going to see me take caution because I've been warned that this process is brutal. What I'd like to do is take a crafting table. I think we have a few lost in here. You know, we have a crafting monitor too. I should just install this quick. Okay. Toss those back in. Grab some cable really quick. Just one piece should be sufficient. And then we can go, let's see, where's the cable? The crafting monitor just shows us what the crafting systems in like the ME crafting is doing, which is great because as you saw, we like didn't know why it was broken, and it was only my extreme cleverness that allowed me to know, you know. Anyway, so that ritual was a huge success. Once I stopped using Witch Hunter, I made a diamond sword, and I just used a few rendering a few levels. I used my other safari net. I made a chicken because it has less life than a cow. Okay, so we're going to go over here, and we are going to plonk this down. So now, the secret of my mining plans. I would like to make a set of sonar goggles. If I can spell sonar. Right, sonar goggles. Let's take a look at the recipe for this. To make this, we need two Eye of Enders, which I think we can manage, and these unstable ingots. These ingots are made only with activated division sigils, and then they are highly unstable, and so they break after 10 seconds. So what we need to do, and I think the way it works is that it's one iron ingot. It's not in any eye. One iron ingot and probably a diamond. And then I think that's what they mean by divide by diamond. So we need 4 of those. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's clear out our inventory really quick of anything that could potentially be valuable. We just, if this goes wrong, I just don't want to be on, losing anything from it. Because what else we need? We just need 2 Eyes of Ender, which are valuable, but not so much so that I want to risk anything. And let's just top off here. Berry medley. Just so good. I'm just so enthusiastic about my berries. Every time I get an opportunity to eat berries, I'm really thrilled. Get rid of the minium stone, empty bowl. We wouldn't want to lose our bowls. Let's even toss those backpacks in. I mean, why not, right? First to Erebor, you are definitely being saved. I'll keep my armor on because it might protect me from death. And I think, this is fine. So do we have any Ender Eater? Come on. Alright, so we need 2 of these, right? And then we need some blaze powder, which I think we have some. We have enough. It's not great. I'm probably going to have to go into the nether pretty soon and deal with this. I got some blaze rods too. 8. You know, why am I crafting these by hand? Don't I have an ME crafting system just for this eventuality? Wouldn't that make this hugely easier? So I go, whoop, delicately, delicately. Oh wait, what was the recipe for those? Am I just crazy? Am I bad at vanilla? Oh, it's just one. Duh. Okay, well, that's great. I thought it was 4. Okay. Now we need iron ingots, which we're not doing great on. We've sacrificed gold, so we're not absolutely desperate, but it's not great. Now, the reason I want to build these is that while I like manual mining, especially in Resonant Rise, I'm not the kind of person who is super into not the person who's going to just futilely bang my head against the wall of mining. And I usually like to use tools to enhance my prowess. These tools look super cool, so and it's kind of hard to find stuff about them. So let's see here. We go like this, like this. I think this is it. Yes. Okay, and then we have everything else, so we're going to quickly use NEI to accomplish this. Okay, we have 10 seconds to do this. Okay, we'll get that. Get this out. Oh! Oh, okay. Wait. 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 Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back. I'll be right there. Okay, so NEI, not great for this. Doesn't work. Fortunately, it looks like we didn't really lose anything. Yeah, and it was wise of me, and we didn't lose our most important pieces. We're down uses on this, though, which is not great. So, part of my problem is that while I'm recording, I just don't get great frame rates. It's rough. So actually what I'm going to do, I know that a lot of people don't appreciate this, but what I'm going to do really quick, for the purposes of making this go fast, I'm going to put myself on fast graphics. Does that really help my 9 FPS? Something is up with my FPS. I don't get what it is, because it wasn't this bad before. It's like over time it gets slower and slower and slower. Alright, well, be that as it may, let's get some more iron. And at this point now I'm worried about my diamond supply. Okay. So we're going to have to be fast this time. We're going to have to be swift. Swift like justice. Let me make sure that I know the design. I'm going to have to like quickly paint it on. Gosh, it's going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? I'm scared. Let's just get everything up top where it needs to be, right? So if I have this here, if I shift click, it goes away, right? Okay, so that will be step 1. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. Everybody, wish me luck. And go. One of these. One of these. And we go 1, 2, 3. Woo! That got a little close for comfort, don't you think? Okay, okay. My heart just about stopped. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so how do we even use these things? Okay, what's happening here? What's happening? Look at this. Look at this. If you look closely, I hope you can see this. I can see the internal geometry of these things. I can see, like, if I look at this, if I highlight this, you notice those faint white lines? I can see the outlines of similar blocks. How cool is this? Look, I can see the inside. Like, I can see the dirt. I can see that there's different things here, right? I can see that this goes on for quite some time. So if I were to, you know, go over here, for example, this ends right away, right? Because naturally, we have a different wall on the other side. But we can see everything like it nearby. So, for example, let's see what we can do here. Can we see through the bricks? No. See the floor? No. I'm not exactly sure how they work. It's interesting, isn't it? Like if there's a big homogeneous layer of stuff, we can see through it. So that's super cool. I'm going to go and get us down to a mine with this, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, folks, I'm at a mine. This is an impromptu mine. I knew that there was a cavern down here. So look, already you can see it. The darker it is, the better, the more clear these things are. But you can see it outlines the geometry of everything nearby. So for example, I think that there are some gaps in here. Well, and the darker it gets, the better it gets. Oh my God, this is cool. So let's not die, but at the same, so we just want to keep it dim enough that we can work. So for example, it looks to me like there might be something up down there. See see that geometry down there? So let's head down this way. You see, aha, copper. And it really does go quite a ways, doesn't it? So that's like cool. Anyways, now you also get to see first to airborne action. Boom. Note that 2 copper ingots popped out. So this is a super cool property of the Tinker's Construct tools. If you have smelting and high fortune, the number of ingots produced from the smelting operation is affected by fortune. So it can be up to 2.5. And in fact, it is 2.5 with fortune 3 on average. So for example, let's look around here. Looks like there's more off this way. Let's take a look. What's over here? Could just be more rocks. Could be a cave system. Right. So let's toss a light down there. Right. Still kind of tough to see. But as you can see, this is the coolest freaking item ever, right? How cool is this? This is totally different from every other prospecting tool I've ever seen, right? It's amazing. Oh, I accidentally grabbed some of that. It's amazing though, isn't it? Like, look at this. Oh boy, I think I forgot to bring a weapon with me on this little mining expedition. That's going to make this interesting. I should really upgrade my power tool to be a weapon. There's like no excuse. Yes, 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 yes. Whoa, boy. This is not good. Fortunately, I have enough armor. This isn't too bad, but... That's not a creeper. That's just a regular guy. Aha! Ah! Yes! Auto smelt to the rescue. Okay. This is going to be pretty fun without a weapon. Right. But we don't want to make it too bright, because otherwise we get... Whoa, boy. You know, I don't even want to go that way. I don't even need to go that way, do I? Well, I'm going to have to deal with this, so let's make you guys die. Whoa. Whoa. This is a dangerous episode for me. So let's see. Looks like there's some stuff off this way. Right? Oh, look, it's just some gravel. I won't keep you for too much more of this mining. I know mining is not exactly fun, but I just can't get over how cool these tools are, right? So with this, I'm going to be able to build awesome mines and do some off-camera mining, and I'm going to be so much more productive as a result, right? I mean, obviously. It's like, here's something, when you get into these mixed areas, it's not quite as useful, but look at how big, we can see the entire coal seam. We can see exactly how big it is, exactly how much we care about it. We can skip small seams, we can choose large seams. This is the most exciting, innovative mining assistance tool I've like ever seen. I can't stress enough, when I saw a screenshot of this, I just couldn't even get over it. In fact, I should take some screenshots. I will. But look, for example, what's down there? What could that be, you think? You think that could be ores? I don't know. Let's find out. Look at this. Now we're in the dark, right? And it gets to be like this weird... Looks like it's actually a passage. Oh, cool. Right? What could it be? So let's shed some light in the situation, since that's obviously... Look, more coal. How amazing. How amazing. I'm excited. Like, I'm going to go off mining off camera. I'm going to keep it to myself. I don't even want to share with you guys anymore. Anyways, I will do some off-camera mining. Remember that my mission is to get enough iron and gold and some more redstone, because we're actually running a little bit low on that too, to sustain our further operations. Now that I am, bequeathed these amazing things, I will be in good position to make some really productive mining. So I'll be back on camera in a little bit. So I'm just mining down below my base. I thought I would show you guys how cool it is. Just one more time how awesome this is. This is down by the 27, 28 level, starting to get to the really good ores. And if you look carefully, let me just break this so you can see it more clearly. And yeah, they do work much more strongly with low light. If you look carefully, we can start to see distinct ore patterns. And what I've learned is that what you want to look for is the small, narrow boxes, because those typically represent rare things, right? There's seldom an air gap that size. There's seldom a seam of dirt that size. So for example, see that little narrow thing? Really, really commonly indicative of certus quartz. And before I went back down and I finished upgrading first to Airbore. It's now Fortune 3. It's super good. So I'm kind of blown away by how awesome this is because this makes like every mining situation like canyon mining, right? Like all surfaces are revealed. So what's this? All right, let's look in there. Look, another piece of it. Oh, so I know that mining is not super exciting, but I just can't get over why we haven't seen this before. Why hasn't somebody done this? Why aren't there like 30 mods that all do this in progressively better ways, right? It's just starting out, and so it's really tough to see what's actually could become of this because this is just a first draft by a talented coder. But you could see someone taking this out and making all sorts of mods about it, right? So let's hope that we see that over time. Anyways, that was it. I'm going to get back to finishing mining, and then we'll get started on our better farms. All right, folks, I realize that this episode is running just a little long, and I kind of got caught up in how awesome those sonar goggles are. So why don't I call the episode here? I don't want to have more hour-long episodes. It was a little unusual last time. I don't really like that format. I feel like an hour is too long. So 45 minutes is right about where I like to keep things. I have managed to mine a whole bunch off camera, and I'm reasonably confident I have enough resources to continue what I want to do. And that said, there's some bugs that stop me from doing everything, but we're going to take care of a couple things. So on the next episode, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take care of the problem I have with too much rubber and too many rubber logs. We're going to make sure that doesn't ever happen to us again. And we're going to start gathering more things from the farms using multiple planters with a single harvester. So please tune in next time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, check out all the other crazy people doing Resonant Rise test Let's Plays as we're trying to, gain a little bit of buzz around the mod pack and get some distribution for the idea outside of the Feed the Beast community. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.